I think that people take roads for granted. And if there is some nuisance when, for example, you can't get down the station road because cyclists are in your way, or your school run is actually interfered by people parked in the wrong place, it's just part of the sort of nuisance value that goes with living in Marlow, but it's counterbalanced by the lovely countryside around you. However, when, for example, Marlow Bridge is, as is the case, regularly closed, everybody living in Marlow virtually relies on the functioning of the roundabout between the M4 and the M40. That roundabout is crucial to the life of Marlow. Increasing the amount of traffic through that roundabout is disastrous.
That's a lot of cars. Little Marlow doesn't have any public transport at all. Infrastructure cannot cope.
And I know that a lot of my neighbours say the same thing. They're not happy at all. I don't know anybody who has said to me, oh, what a lovely idea, because it isn't.
All approaches to the 404, including the 4155, are becoming rat runs during peak hours. Anything that increases the need for people to descend upon East Marlow is going to increase the traffic flow at peak times. Probably made worse by a film studio, which is by its very nature will be a 24-hour-a-day operation, which will mean there will never be any relaxation of the traffic control.
It's going to be a huge disruption to people living around there, cars, the roads, wherever.
The implications on the local traffic is horrendous in my mind. Anybody who drives between Marlow and Bourne End around rush hour will already know there's quite a lot of queues getting into Bourne End, getting into Marlow. If you put a couple of extra 1,000 cars on that Marlow roundabout in rush hour every single day, the queues are going to be just unbelievable. In my mind, it will effectively cut Bourne End and Marlow off from each other because it will be impassable for a number of hours a day. That's a real issue for local residents because many people in Bourne End go and work in Marlow. Many children from Bourne End travel into Marlow for schools. And if you can't do that commute at that time of day, you're kind of cutting people off from their places of work and study.
I'm really worried about traffic because if there's loads of cars coming into Marlow, I'm going to be late for school pretty much every day.